Hello, everybody. This is Queen Lenore with the Love and Live Show. Got my partner in crime, Tiffany, Queen Tiffany,
Virgo Queen.
Virgo Queen, and you can hook her up on Virgo Queen Facebook. And here we are. And also, please subscribe. We're learning this together, and we're gonna have fun. We're doing it on a laptop, so we're really excited about that. So, our first question that we got is Queen Lenora and Virgo Queen. Oh, they already know about us. Isn't it great? I've been seeing this guy for about a year and a half. He seems like a great guy. While he gives great oral, he has a problem staying hard. That's sad. I mean, it's a good thing he gives great oral, but it's sad that you can't get the penetration. How you feeling about that, Virgo?
I think that's probably he's not sexually attracted to her like that. Usually some guys, or it could be a medical issue. You never know. It just depends
Yeah.
on the connection because some guys are like that where they won't get hard while having sex, but they'll give head, good oral sex, and sometimes that's good and sometimes it's not.
Well, hers is
But
good. And even though it's good, you still want that penetration. And my thing is, he does need to get checked up to make sure it's not a medical condition.
right.
And they might even give him stuff like Viagra, and there's other things out there that will get it piping hot and up it goes.
Hmm.
But if it's because he's not physically attracted to you, there's really nothing to do. I don't know because it was really a vague question
Yeah, and it's really hard to
because
say not knowing his like past history or there's been other women that he had that same problem with because then usually that determine that might be something more on the medical side of things.
I'm gonna go with
But
medical because even though a guy might not be attracted to you, I've never really heard about him not staying hard because they're not attracted to you because they don't mind sticking it in and everything.
some guy dealt with a guy like that.
No,
Yeah,
tell
where
us about
he
it.
there was no attraction between us in a sexual way. He was a very nice person
Hmm.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
but as far as that, he couldn't stay hard at all because he wasn't sexually attracted to me like that, and I wasn't sexually attracted to him. Like,
Well, I know women are that
yeah,
way. I'm just not that familiar with men being that way.
mm, yeah, it happens.
Oh well, that's shocking. Well, all I can say is he give him good head. Then what you need to do is invite some toys into the situation. Get a vibrator, a dildo, all kinds of those type of toys. So while he's giving you head, you can get that penetration at the same time. While down, you got both of them working together to please you.
And see what turns him on because it might be some type of foreplay or something that might be able to get him to that point to where he could stay hard. I know some men are like that where you got to do that touch or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
Then he might like. You guys got to get to know each other. Get to know him as well as him getting to know you and your body wise.
That's
Yeah.
true. And again, those toys work magic, especially with getting in the head with the toys and some of the lubricant. They got this good CBD lubricant that works really good, and they'll numb your body. But I tell you, whew, go with a toy too. You got it going on. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just
True,
saying what
true,
you can
true.
do. That was one of our questions. I guess we're done with that really quick.
I know because it's really hard to say because it's like there was no timeline or we needed more information.
Yeah, you do. You kind of do need more information. Okay, so this one is: do you think it's selfish to not tell family you all had your baby and invited family to the hospital 24 hours after you had your baby, just so you and your husband can have that time to yourselves, especially as first time parents? I don't think it's a problem.
Mm.
I just feel like that's your private time and that's what you want, then that's fine. And then they can come see the baby afterward. Nobody needs to be there seeing you in that position unless you want them to be there anyway. This is a time for you guys to be intimate and have a great relationship and do the things that you want to do privately and learn privately without anybody saying this is what they did and how they did it when they had a baby. This is your time.
Right.
I don't see a problem with it.
I have to agree with you.
Anything else you want to say to him?
Not in regard to that, because I'm like, I feel like her. I don't think it's selfish at all.
Yeah, and I know some families are just really want to be into it. Like I could say I'm one of those people that's in the family that wants to be a part of the baby being born and all that. That's just because I've always done it. But I don't think I would be offended if you say I just want me and my man to be in here by ourselves. Now I would probably have a problem if you go, I want me and my man and maybe my mama or his mama in there, and then I'm excluded as a mama. Yeah, I probably would have a problem like why his mama could be in there or her mama could be in there and I can't. I think that's when I would have more of a problem than anything else. But if you are
Mhm.
having nobody in there, I don't think it's a problem at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're
I
gonna
know
go.
me personally,
Oh,
I would want you in there because I need that support for my
yeah.
friends and family.
And because you want to feel comfortable, and sometimes that man is not able to comfort you the way you want to. He ain't gonna know to hurry and put a cold rag on your head over here, then massage over here, and then do this, and then he might get sensitive when you cuss him out. Where we just know you in pain. Go ahead, cuss us out, squeeze our hand. We got that
Yes.
concept. So it's just you might be wanting to just be you and your man in there, but I think probably in the middle of that you might not give a rat's. You might be like,
No.
skip all that. I need my mama in here, cousin, auntie, Uncle Pete. I don't care. Somebody come in here because he ain't doing a good job. Matter of fact, he the one that caused this problem right here. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, because my first child, I was scared. Plus, I was young. Um, Kicked my dad out because my dad was there. Second and third child, I was like,
Who cares? Who cares?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So my next question is: I've been married. My husband has 5 kids. He takes family pictures with one of his baby moms. I don't like it. I don't think a married man should take any family photos unless he's taking it with his wife and his kids. Am I wrong? Yes. Yeah, you can look at me crazy. Yes.
How's
Yeah.
she wrong?
Because he has kids, and why is that kid has to suffer to not have a family photo because his dad made a mistake or has a whole new family?
Okay, I would want my husband taking a picture with his ex for the kids' sake. Now, if you want to be with him and his kids, take a picture. That's fine. But
I'm
with that,
different because I'm just put it this way: if me and my husband split up and he got married to somebody else, and now I'm here with my kids. Yes, I want him to take a picture because we're still a family. We might not be a living together family, but we're still a family. He's still taking care of my kids. He's still having a relationship. I don't think it's fair that his new family gets all the privileges with him and my kids are left out.
no, the kids don't have to be left out. I don't want the kids to be left out, but he don't need to be taking no picture, no family picture with the other woman.
He can take it. I put it in my say. He
Mm-mm.
can take a picture with me and my kids. We gonna take pictures by ourselves too, but my kids might want a picture with me and my ex and their daddy. Just, and I'm not saying it's all we all gotta be loved up. It could be, where it's a standalone. It don't look like we together, but it's a family portrait, and she could be there. I don't care if she's there to watch the family portrait, but this is for me and my kids.
I have to disagree with you.
No, I don't know, and I think about like you and your baby daddy. I would be mad if his woman had a problem with him coming to take a picture with you and your kids.
I wouldn't want him in the picture with me and
Well,
my
because that's
kids.
because you guys don't like each other that much. But if
Him
you,
and his kids is fine, but I don't need to be in that picture. He don't need to be in like me and my kids are taking a picture. Let's be my kids. If him and his kids want to take a picture, that's his
yeah, but
kids.
my thing,
We don't need to be in a picture together because for some people that's going to give the wrong idea.
And I
What do
think
you think
that's,
about that?
but my thing is, I think that's a selfish act on both parties. Because at the end of the day, when I go, if my kids go over to their house and they see all of them having a family picture, I know my kids will be like, I wish me and my mom and dad could be in a picture together. And it's selfish because you guys want to be tit for tat and being spoiled that I can't have a picture with my mom and dad. It don't have nothing to do with you guys on a sexual level. It don't have nothing to do with that. This because you gotta understand. You have because she has a kid. He has 5 kids. I can see you roll your eyes, and she has 5 kids. Now when these kids go over to that house, say they go over there, whatever, and they say all these portraits with their dad, with their family. Why couldn't that happen with them? I don't see the innocent part
There's
of
no
it.
problem with him taking the pictures with all the kids.
No, I'm
The
saying.
mama don't need to be in the
But what I'm
picture.
saying.
If I'm married,
Oh
my
my
husband is not
goodness.
taking no damn picture with his baby mama and
I
their
don't.
kids.
I
Now
no.
he could take a picture with his kids. I don't have a problem with
I
that.
know, but
She don't need to be a part of that.
but why can't she be?
Mm-mm.
That's what I say. I think that's when we
Gives the
play
wrong
tit for
impression.
tat.
It's not a tit for
It
tat thing.
isn't.
It gives
Is
the
it?
wrong impression.
Who
Why
cares
you?
about anybody else's
I'm married to this
impression?
man. People gonna be like, "Girl, your man, your husband was over with Shaniqua taking a picture. It was her."
No, but you could go and take the picture. Now I see if the girl said no, I don't want her to come, your wife to come and see us take a picture. I have a problem with it. But if I could be included to the picture, not like I had to be in the picture, but I'm there to see the picture being taken. I don't care what anybody else thinks about it. It's for my kids. This is so they can have the picture for themselves. That they saw their parents getting along and able to take one family picture. They know they ain't together.
Well, maybe it just depends on the circumstances. I don't know. I don't think I could handle that.
I think it's childish. I don't think it's a benefit.
That picture that I took after my time passed.
Exactly. And some things are just innocent. Now they have feelings. The girls still have feelings. I can understand, but you, as me being the wife, I would just go and watch the picture. And me being the wife of who I am, y'all would take a picture. We would take a picture, and we're taking a big old happy family with all the kids, including everybody. Because my thing is, it's not the kids' fault.
All in the picture, I could probably do that.
You could do that and do the separate. It shouldn't be a problem if you're there. Now she all like the ooh. Now I can see the anger. Now you're overstepping the line. But if she just in the picture and then leave, no, I don't see the problem. She's not agreeing.
We could agree to disagree.
I'm just saying. I don't think there's a problem. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know. I think sometimes we take so much out of it. And like I said, there's always blended families, and every family should be a blended family.
Yeah.
But like I said, if my kids were to go and see my ex-husband, and he has kids, and they're all taking pictures, and I know they'd be like, "I wish my mom and daddy could get along to take a picture with me, so I can just have that photo too." Especially when you get older, and this is something that we can train our kids. So even if you are in a situation, you can be the bigger person and handle it and understand it's about the kids. I know it's hard, and I know women overstep their boundaries, and that's what it makes it hard. I get that, and I'm not arguing that at all. I'm not, but I'm just saying for your kids to have a picture to say it, I think that's an awesome feeling. I really do.
Kids, yeah.
Now, for you, it might not feel good, but for the kids, and like I said, if you're married to the new person, for you to marry that person, you should already have trust. If you don't trust the man that you're with, you shouldn't be with him in the beginning.
True.
You know? And if he's making you feel like you can't trust him, then yeah, leave him alone. I'm picking which question I want to answer. That one seemed to be the longer one, so excuse me. Okay. Here's a question. My now boyfriend used to be in a relationship with my cousin, and they had 2 kids together. Now we are together, or we're in love and we're getting married. So I guess she's trying to say now we're in love and we're getting married. So my question is, would it be inappropriate to have kids together? That's your question. That's the question you came out with.
First of all, you shouldn't be messing with nobody that mess with your cousin. Period. I mean, depending on your
They had
relationship
kids
with your
together.
cousin, you done crossed the line.
They had kids together. This is
That would be like me messing with my cousin's husband. You know who I'm talking about. They got you already know they got 2 kids together, and then I'm telling you we about to be in love. We about to get married. Is it okay for me to have kids? First of all, I'm not messing with him.
One, it ain't okay for you to get married.
Right, I'm not messing with him.
It wasn't okay for you to be with
He
him.
was with my cousin. I don't want you.
Yeah,
So yeah, ain't no loyalty.
this is my baby.
Ooh, I look nice.
Yeah, you do.
Hi, honey.
What's up?
Yeah. Where you going?
I'm gonna go play basketball with TJ.
Okay.
That's
Are you coming home tonight?
Our son. He's really my son, but he's both of our sons.
And he
think he's cute.
and he feeling himself too.
Yeah.
You do.
That's crazy.
I know.
I know.
And you live too. That's live.
Hey. Bye. Love you
Love
too. Oh, my baby's so
That's
cute.
what I have to deal with.
Yeah.
19-year-old.
Yes. My baby telling us what he gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for us to say, hey,
Your
you still need to
curfew
check in.
right. That's what I want to say. Be back by 10. I forgot he grown now.
When you grown. That's what happens when you have kids together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that sounds weird, but okay. We sisters, remember that. Don't be
Sister wives. No.
No, we're not. Okay, so I think this question is completely wrong.
That's not even the question. That's the no-brainer.
Well, no, it ain't a no-brainer because her question is, would it be inappropriate to have kids together?
Hell
If she getting
yeah.
married, you can have kids with them. You get married. What's inappropriate is that you slept with them and that you decided to get married to them.
Right.
That should
That's
be
it.
what the question is.
Right.
If you
But
get
how's
married
that
to
gonna
the
make
man,
their
you can
kids?
go ahead and have sex.
But-
You can already have kids.
I couldn't have kids. I could kind of because that's gonna mean. I see what she's saying because now they're gonna be cousin brother, cousin sister. The kids is gonna be confused. Why would people do that? What the hell is wrong with people?
I don't even know. Like literally,
Why would
I
you
am
do that to
trying
the
with
kids?
all my might and soul to even wonder how you even got to the point to start a relationship with your cousin's ex. Then they already had 2 kids together. So you started a relationship, you have sex, and now y'all getting married. And your question was, should you have kids? You can have kids. You're married. You can have kids. My problem is you should have never been with a man, and you should never even think of me. I can't even talk. You shouldn't even think about being married to the man. Period.
Right.
Like
That's.
there's no way in the world I'm looking. I don't even care. It could be 20 years from now. Would I go and look at her baby daddy and be like, we getting in a relationship because we started talking and now we going to form a relationship. The moment I even look like I'm thinking about having a feeling, I'm backing away. There's just no way that part of the conversation coming because, like, to me, it makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
I
the
don't.
question should have been: am I wrong for sleeping with my cousin's ex? That should have been.
That should have been the question. Is it wrong for me to think about us getting married? That should be the question. Kids should have been way off.
Right. The kid. The poor children.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, this is my cousin brother. This is my cousin sister. Oh Lord Jesus.
It is horrible. I don't even know how to explain this conversation.
There's no words to express because that's way over the line and then some.
That is past the line. It is horrible. The question is horrible. I don't even know how to explain how horrible this is. And you're wondering, is it inappropriate to have kids together?
I understand what you're saying. Yes, they're married, they can have kids, but it's inappropriate to have kids because how you're raising these kids, they're going to be confused. How would you do that? Because truth be told, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep it 100. Black people's not doing that because we'd have been killed each other before then, and y'all going to see us on the first 48. Because there's no way on this planet that I'm going to have my child.
You might be a black person. You never know.
I mean, there might be.
That was back in the 10s when we used to say what black people wouldn't do. We can't say that no more.
There's that 0.1% chance that we do that. That's you crossed over the line. You crossed a couple of lines, and then you talk about is it appropriate to have a child? Are you serious?
Yes, that's what she said.
What the hell are you thinking? What planet are you on drugs? Do you need help? Are you having PTSD or something? Mental crisis, anxiety? You need to be checked out. You need to see your local doctor ASAP.
Again, you shouldn't have been sleeping with your cousin's ex. Exactly. Period. You shouldn't have been in a relationship with your cousin.
Does your cousin even?
Is your cousin coming to the wedding?
Right.
And
how old are their kids?
You know this.
How do their kids feel? Are they old enough to understand? So you're gonna confuse the kids even more? They'd be like, "Oh no, this is my cousin. Oh no, this is not my cousin."
And there's no way for us to say you couldn't have kids with your husband because every woman wants to have a child by the. Not every woman. People who want to have kids by the husband, or if they're too old, they just don't want to have kids. But that's not the case. You asking a question, and what you gonna do if you got pregnant? You gonna get an abortion? No, you're gonna be pregnant. The question should have been, should I be in this relationship with my cousin ex? That should have been the question. Okay, we fell in love and he's about to propose. Should I say yes or no? Those are the kinds of questions I would expect.
That wouldn't have been no question either, because the question would be like, what the hell are you doing with your cousin's ex? That's the question.
That is the most hilarious thing ever to me. And I can't give any good advice on it because I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny and I can't stop laughing about it because
that's beyond funny. I'm glad she ain't my cousin.
Ooh, that'd be a fight for real. But yes, I done got a headache laughing at that. That is hilarious.
It'd be going down in the P-town.
Because it's funny, and I don't even know how to answer the question to make it's a hilarious conversation, and really, it's not funny. It's funny for me. This is not funny, and I think you're putting a strain on your relationship. And I don't care how cool your cousin seems to be acting, you're putting a strain on your cousin relationship. And like Miss Virgo Queen said, your kids are going to be.
Your kids are going to be confused, and the rest
second cousin, brother, sister. They can't even. You know what? They can't even know they're second cousins. They just gonna have to say brother and sister. They can't even say we second cousins. We can't even have that conversation. Just brother and sister.
But it's like, what does the rest of the family think? Does everybody know? Are you keeping it a secret?
I don't know.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I just think it's a stupid question, really. I just thought the question should have came before the kids. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that question alone. Did you want to elaborate more?
No.
I think Virgo Queen is upset. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to go with this question. It seems a little lengthy, but I'm going to go ahead and read it. I wanted to write about my marriage. I'm good with marriage. There's a lot to discuss, but I will discuss the one that bothers me the most. I have always been in a relationship where I could have sex at any time of the month, even on my period.
TMI.
I also received anal sex. Okay, we're going too far now. Now I don't require oral sex, even though it feels good. I'm trying to get the conversation in my head. Okay, even though it feels good.
Wait. They don't require oral sex?
She said, now I don't require it. Now I don't require oral sex, even though it feels good. Okay. I don't even need anal, but would like to sometimes. I don't even get anal. I want period sex because it's my highest time. I heard about that. You do get horny
But
on
you
your
do your
period.
horns,
You
yeah.
do. So if you want to put
Are
a
you
towel
sure
down,
Janae didn't write this?
shut up. I don't think Janae writes it to us. My husband finds it absolutely disgusting. Now he tried anal once on a slide just to see, but never got into it. He says he missed either on those things.
Hmm?
I don't know. He won't find me attractive because it is
Probably
gross.
a hit or miss.
Hit or miss on those. And now he won't find me attractive because it's gross. I want to convince him, but people say if you know what you were dealing with when you got with him, let it be. I feel that's unfair because I will do a lot for my husband sexually and still he is limiting me. Now our sex life are quickies and quick climax. I have to refer to a toy, which I'm not into, and I am very sensitive with certain things. I don't know what to do. The desire I had for him have died down. Now it's more resentment.
She needs to talk to him. They need to sit down and have a real good talk. I mean,
Seems like she has talked to him, and it seems like he's only caring about his emotion and his feeling,
she
and
need to
not
have
her.
another talk to him. And they need to go to have some a sex counselor because they have to come to a.
She wants, and I feel bad because somebody's saying this is something that you should have known in the beginning. You might not have been as sexually active or sexually venturous,
Right.
or when you first was having sex because you were newly in a relationship and you were into making love. Making love is totally different than having that freaky deaky sex.
Yeah, and that's something they gotta talk
And you
about.
grow into a more sexual intake, and when you get married, you should be able to do all kinds of stuff. And I don't know why he would feel this is me. And even though I don't do it, I don't understand why men will feel like it's bad to have sex on a woman's period because what difference does it feel when she's flowing oceanly wide in her vagina and you're in it too when this period? Is there a different feeling? Or is it just your mind saying she's bleeding and now the blood is on my penis?
Probably that's probably what they thinking. But
Because
they need to talk because
she talked.
well,
She's
they need
talking
to
here.
talk again because he's being selfish. Because now he's like, oh well, this is gross and this is whatever. They got to compromise.
Yeah, because he's stopping all things
You
with
knew
her.
how
Like
she
they're not even
was.
having oral sex.
Yeah, knew how she was. You can't change that because if that's something you guys got to come to some kind of agreement. And if it gets to the point to where all the sex is stopping, or if it's quickies and all of that, it might not be worth the relationship. Which I think is stupid. You shouldn't anybody have to get a divorce or split up because of the sexual thing, because that's not what marriage is about. But they definitely need to have a talk or some
Well,
counseling.
they probably. I see what they mean when they say they probably should have talked in the beginning too, because I misunderstood what I was reading because it was saying she's writing about a marriage. There's a lot to discuss that bothers her, and then she said, "I have always been in relationships where I could have sex at any time of the month, even my period. I also received anal sex." So I was thinking she was talking about that with him,
Yeah.
but it's not. And then she's saying, "Now I don't require oral sex." So she's really just limiting her sexual pain, and which is really hard because I'm gonna say for a woman's point of view, I can only give a woman's point of view. I can't give a man's point of view, but for a woman's point of view, it's harder to please a woman sexually. There's some women that you could just blow on them and they have multiple orgasms all over the place, and okay, that's good for them. But I'm looking at it from my point of view as a woman, and most women that when we talk, the women that we talk to, I can't go about everybody in the world, but all the majority of the women that we talk to, I have a couple of that does it, but it's hard to get us to have an orgasm without clitoris stimulation,
Right.
and so it's easy, of course. You rub a girl's clit and she has an orgasm, but a vagina vaginal orgasm is really hard to get, and it takes us longer to get there before a guy can. It doesn't matter if it's
No.
big or small. I'm not listening to Virgo, Miss Virgo Queen here. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. It's just if can you hit the spots that need to be hit to give us an orgasm.
Well, if it's small, how are they gonna reach it?
They can reach the G spot with the small. They can't reach the A spot. They can reach the G spot. And in certain angles, if they twist you up and move you around, you can get the A spot.
That's gonna be another topic.
Yeah, it is, because we get deep and down and dirty on that one. But I'm looking at this and I'm saying, on my point of view, he is not taking the time to pleasure a woman. And I've always said, for a man, he has to love a woman's vagina, where a woman doesn't have to love a man's vagina to please him, but a man has to love a woman's vagina to please her, because there's so many different spots, and we do take a long time, and there's some women that don't. And this is not a known fact. This is just my belief from the people I deal with. Women who have big clits have orgasm easier than women who have little clits or medium sized clits. And that's just from the people that we know. And no, I'm not checking everybody's clit. We just be having conversation because that's what girls can do. We can have those type of conversation where guys can't shut up. Okay. So we're gonna ex Virgo Queen. So from what I'm looking at right here is he's getting satisfied and he's having his quickie, because again, a man's penis is his nerve ending. It's his dick is the same thing as a woman's clit. It's just that a clit has more stimulation than a man's dick does. And so he's getting his, if he's having a quickie or not, he's getting his the moment some semen come out of his, you know he got his all the way through. Where a woman,
Takes some time.
it takes time unless you do clit, and sometimes the clit doesn't really satisfy us. It gives us a nice orgasm, but we like to have it go in.
But it
We want it
also
in.
depends
Jab it.
if you're into that person sexually. Because if you're not into that person, I don't care. Well, at least with me, you can do whatever you want to the clit. It's not gonna work. Not gonna come out. I gotta be sexually into the person for them to be able to do anything for me. Otherwise, it's just
I don't know. I can't say that because I mean, I've been married for a while, and I'm gonna tell you, sometimes I'm just not into it. I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it, and it's a waste of my time. And I got to do the most cleaning afterwards when he's done. And I always say all he got to do is stick his dick over the sink and wash it. So I don't know. It could can stimulate and go, but a vaginal that's amazing. That's outstanding. That's wonderful. It's a feeling that a woman could get, and her body can rejuvenate even faster from a vaginal orgasm, especially you hit the A spot. You hit the A spot, she can have orgasm after orgasm after orgasm after orgasm. Where a clit, she can have it at once, and she needs to rest because that clit, it has so many different nerve, and we have thousands of nerve endings in that clit. So it's not like a dick at all in that sense, because a dick, it has like probably 100 nerve endings, where a clit has 1,000 nerve endings in it. So we done. And so I think a lot of men just want to do it where they done. But a man that loves a vagina will hit them spots because he wants, before he has one orgasm, he wants a woman to have 3 or 4 orgasms and stuff like that. Don't worry about that. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. And I get what Virgo Queen saying in this conversation, but I'm thinking personally, I don't care how much you talk to him about it, he's not going to do it, because what she says is if he does it, then he thinks it's disgusting and then doesn't want to have sex with her.
Yeah.
You're married. You don't get those choices. You should be
selfish.
all about satisfying your woman. I don't care what she does. I don't care what she look like. I don't care how disgusting she want to be. If she wasn't trying to add nobody into it, she wants to be satisfied sexually. Now,
Just
she
like
love
that.
you and all, but if you don't want her to stray to somebody else, you need to start hitting the back walls.
Did he hit him right?
If you don't hit them, don't be getting mad
Yeah,
when
somebody
Joe over
else
there.
will.
The Joe coming over there hit, and he
What
don't
your
even want a
man
relationship.
won't do, do for
And he don't even have to have a relationship with her. He just want to hit the back walls out. And because he loves a vagina, he gonna hit the A spot, the B spot, the C spot, D, Q,
The
X,
whole
Y, Z
alphabet.
spot. And she gonna be singing his name. And then you just gonna get the emotional woman of her, but he gonna be the one tearing it out.
Mm-hmm. Pardon me, y'all.
Huh?
That's a part me, y'all. Like
Yeah.
my little chap said.
Yeah, my daughter's probably gonna cuss you out about it, but I'm not gonna have that conversation with you. And so my thing is conversation. You might need to go to a sex therapist.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
not no regular therapist.
Dr.
I'm
Ruth.
really saying a sex therapist, like somebody who's gonna break it down,
Dr. Ruth.
give you guys some homework assignments to do and stuff like that. Yes, it could be mentally, it could be mental issues on his behalf, but I think it's really just selfishness, and we need to
It's
figure out why
selfishness.
he's being selfish, or
Mhm.
maybe he does think it's just gross and everything is nasty and gross because even though he's a man and stuff
But
like
then
that.
there's some people, some men who don't goes like to like the BDSM. Like there's some guys who don't think. I watched a movie that was like that where the woman wanted more
Mhm.
sexually, but the husband was like, "Oh no, we don't do that. He always did it missionary style." So she ended up cheating on him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That a man could be. It's the way we raised. Because like when we were younger, when women gave oral sex, they were called hoes. So it's hard, probably like for us, it's hard to give oral sex because that's a thing that's in our mind. Where my sister's generation, they was giving oral sex before even having sex, so they weren't called hoes. So right now, if you hear about women having oral sex, they don't
was
even
called
put those
hood
together.
rats.
They don't call them hoes or hood rats or anything. They just having sex, oral sex before having vaginal sex. They don't have a bad name. It's not a bad rep like it was
to
in
them,
our
they
generation.
believe this new millennium generation believe that it wasn't considered sex
Yeah. And then again,
because there was no penetration.
yeah, and then also again, they don't look at it as a negative.
And then they didn't understand that, oh, you can get diseases in your mouth.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they still don't think of it as a negative.
Mm-mm.
They only think of it as, oh, it's part of sex. Where in our generation, it was a negative and it wasn't part of sex. And he could be in our mindset is, oh, you're doing it on the period. You're going to hell. You're doing it on this. You're unclean. There's all this stuff, and it took. I mean, I don't know. Men are. It take longer for men to realize on certain things. Not all men. Not majority men got it. Majority of men got it. I think it could be something that's what's doing it, and he needs to slowly get into it. But he does. You guys do need therapy.
Definitely need therapy.
Have some therapy.
And if he don't want to do that, I don't know what to tell you. Go get it for somebody else that's gonna do it. Put it down.
Oh, there you go. Suck it. Nah, she can't get nobody else though because she married. So no sucky for you.
Separate legally. No.
Not over no sex. Do not listen to
get
Virgo
some therapy and talk to you guys. Need to talk and get some therapy going on. See if you guys can come to some compromise and work it out.
That one's too long. I ain't doing that. Keep going. I'm listening. I'm trying. I just want me one of these long ones.
We have our little sister, playing other music in the background. So if that's what you hear, this.
And we do not own the copyrights to that music
We
that
don't.
you're listening to.
We don't own the copyrights.
So remember that. Okay, here it goes. Oh, Lord. I have a couple of questions. Let me say that again. I have a couple of questions that I'm seeking your advice. I'm finding it hard to find the right man for me, and I'm going through the phase where I think it is essential in my life because it will make me complete. Now, don't get me wrong, I am completely attractive, Coke bottle body, long hair, pretty complexion, but that only goes so far. But I feel like I work too hard and why I can't find that partner after a long day. For some reason, I keep attracting in modern day term, ain't shitting. Okay. that it makes me very apprehensive to date anyone else. I mean, I know I'm more than a woman, being a single mother, two jobs, and highly educated. Any advice for me? Why do I feel the sense of longingness to have a complete package? Another thing, I just recently stated to this guy that I used to work with, and I think he is attractive. We text and talk. He shares the same interest goals as me, which makes it a plus. I possibly see it going far because he has good qualities. He recently said we shouldn't coordinate a wine and chill, and I'm down with that. So we should coordinate a wine and chill, and I'm down with that. My sole intention is not to sleep with him, but to get to know him. Am I going about the situation right? Can he be the one and I'm just overthinking it? Please help. Well,
Okay, Gabrielle Union in the movies. Sanaa Lathan. You need to find you a man that works just as hard as you so y'all can be boring because you doing way too much. God will find you the right man. You can't be picky and choosy. And
well,
just,
I don't know. I was offended, and maybe because
yes.
I'm a plus size woman, but she feel like she should be able to get a good man because
A Coke bottle body.
she's attractive with a Coke bottle body, long hair,
Good
pretty complexion. What's a
So
bad
yeah,
complexion? What's an ugly complexion?
right.
I mean, you got a
Exactly.
complexion. I got a complexion. There's complexions all over the place. What's a good complexion? I don't know. And she's at least right about that. It doesn't go far, but why was that a topic of conversation? I
Right.
mean,
What does that have to do with
yeah,
anything? Because trust me, it's not all about looks. It's
exactly,
about personality. And
exactly,
that's your first fault.
and that's probably why you ain't getting shit. Shittins. Is
No,
that
I'm gonna tell you, I can't say what that really means
why?
because I'm not gonna say that on live TV.
But I have it on explicit, so 18 and older can only watch this.
She's saying, "Ain't shit niggas."
Oh.
Mm-mm-mm. I think my sister is blonde sometimes. She is so blonde.
That's hilarious. I did not. What? I didn't get that.
She's a shittens. Oh, shittens.
I don't know. I didn't get that. Well, now we know, and knowing is half the battle.
Shittens. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna say just like that. Shittens.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
shittens.
That's funny. I need to stop reading these.
Oh yes, you do.
I'm gonna
That's
have to
funny.
have you read these because
She's
well, so I got to fin about that conversation.
You need to take time, learn yourself, and go to church, sweetheart. Because if you're sitting here thinking because you have a Coke bottle body and a nice, pretty complexion and long hair, that's going to catch a man, it's not. That's going to catch your, as you said it, ain't shittens. That's what it. Yeah, ain't shit niggas. That's what you're going to have. And that's what you're going to keep getting.
That is
Because
what you're gonna keep getting.
Because that's your attitude.
It is your
You-
attitude.
You have to change
It
your
is.
personality. If you think
Yes.
like that, and you think, "Oh, I'm cute. I'm a size 2."
You ain't gonna get nobody.
You're gonna find a man that the only ones that's gonna want to just stick it in, pull it out, and move on to the next. 'Cause trust me,
Exactly.
he ain't gonna want you.
And then you found a guy and you used to work with him and you guys got interest. I don't know why people always
But wait a minute.
feel like because they have the same interest in with each other and stuff like that that makes a relationship.
Mm-mm.
When you have a lot in common, you're gonna
Dates.
probably argue more
Go on
than
dates.
normal.
But what
Yes.
cracks me up is where this would have been my red flag. I'm sorry, that's just me. He recently said we should coordinate a wine and chill. Coordinate a wine. Some guy told me we need to coordinate a wine and chill.
Better
I'm
coordinate.
gone.
You better coordinate.
Now, if you want to take me out on a date to have some wine and chill at a restaurant, that's different. But to coordinate, come
We're
on.
gonna
Now.
coordinate. Wine and chill.
I mean,
Let's
hey, whatever floats your
chill.
boat.
Let's settle down. For some wine.
But to coordinate some wine and chill, pretty much he's saying you're not worthy enough to take out on a date. He's trying to coordinate you to come to his house
to get some.
to get some.
To get laid.
He's gonna give you
With
some
your Coke
wine.
bottle figure and your long hair and your nice complexion.
Yep.
That's
He
what you
just know
gonna
how
get.
to talk to you to get you because he know your type.
Exactly.
And that's even looking at it as a man would say, "Oh, this type, you're that type."
You will.
So, the little nerd, yeah, he gonna coordinate some wine to chill because he gonna get him some. He go. But love yourself. Once you start loving yourself and quit thinking about the beauty, it's not all about the beauty. It's about the.
It
inside
isn't, because there's a
personality.
lot of beautiful women that ain't got nobody, and there's a lot of women that I guess that got short hair, not a Coke bottle figure, and not nice complexion that is getting all the men. So think about that too. I mean, you have your choice of what you want to do, but really, in reality, you are all about beauty. So you probably have a hard time because you're looking at these men that are fine, and they know they're fine, so they can know they can have you because you got low self-esteem. Because that's all you told me is you have low self-esteem.
Exactly.
Thinking, oh, you perfect because you have a Coke bottle figure. Yeah, that's why you up here looking for somebody. I don't like I said, your personality and who you are should be the most important. How much do you love yourself? How much do you care about yourself? Learn to date yourself and realize how empowerment that is. So then when a man comes to date you, you already know what you're looking for because you dated yourself and you already know what you want, and you know you're not gonna take these shitting
These shitting niggas. These shitting. These ain't shittings.
These ain't shitting. You would know better. That's all I'm saying. That's how I look at it. I think you put too much into something that's not even real.
And that don't mean go and watch Breaking All the Rules and all that, because all that's just a movie.
It is.
Because this is what you sound like, to Breaking All the Rules, or two could play that game. This is real life, honey. This is not no movie.
Exactly.
Love yourself.
And if you can't love yourself, then that's where there's a problem at. Mm-hmm. And to me, love yourself and find out yourself. To me, you are putting too much on this one person. And I tell women this, and I know women that can't do it. Date more than one guy so you can find the one that's closer for you and that he likes you just as much. So if he's dating a whole bunch of women and you're dating a whole bunch of guys, that doesn't mean sleep with them. Date them.
Have fun.
Have fun and go on all these different dates with him. With different guys, and you'll know who you really like. If you only date one guy, of course you're gonna like that guy because that's the only one you're dating. Mm-hmm. But when you're dating different ones, you can find out things dating, that you like.
That means go out.
Not at nobody else. We're not Netflix and chilling, wine and chilling. We're not doing any of that.
Coordinate wine and chill. No, go out on a date. If he's not worthy enough to take you out on a date, if he can't take you out on a date to a restaurant or whatever, like a real man, then he ain't worthy.
And is he opening the door for you? Or is he
pulling his seat out for you?
Yeah. These are things you gotta have.
Are you walking by the sidewalk, or are you inside the curb?
Are you outside or inside? Yeah. These are things that they don't even teach men no more. So it'd be nice to even see it. So my thing is, you're putting too much into stuff that you don't even know what you're worthy of. You don't know that you're worthy to be with this man or not. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. What you think?
That's what I think too. And I think she think that beauty is what's going to find her this great, perfect man in this package. And I'm going to tell you, ain't no such thing as perfect man or perfect woman. We are perfectly imperfect. And we're going to find somebody, and they're going to be nice, and we're going to have the greatest time, but there's going to be a flaw. And you can't always judge a book by its cover. You get to read the book first.
Preach it.
And go from there.
Yes.
And you got to read several books.
Several.
And see which book you like the best. And if he's meeting those standards to where he wants to take you on these dates and treating you like the queen that you are.
Yep.
But if you don't know that you're a queen, you're going to still find these retarded ass people.
And we're all about being queens.
So do it, but do it right.
Do it right. I hope that helped you because I don't know. Like I said, you really need to learn to start dating other guys. Make sure you date several guys, and he dates several women. So if you guys end up picking each other, then you know that you guys will at least have a relationship. Not saying you're going to be guaranteed to be married, but at least have a nice, decent relationship. If you exclude all these other men for just one, and he exclude all these other women just for you, then you guys have probably stayed together longer than normal,
Yeah.
and hopefully it could go to marriage. Go ahead.
And if any guy tells you that just because you're dating other guys that that's wrong, or you're a hoe, or you this, whatever, or you cheating, you let him go. Because
Peace.
dating is dating. Dating is not a relationship.
It isn't.
Anybody that thinks that, or if anybody wants to, I'm just going to put it to you like this. I'm
Old
from the old
school.
school. If anybody I have this guy that wanted to date me, supposedly,
Mhm.
by text. Want to be in a relationship and every time he want me to boo with him and all that. And I was like, no, honey, I don't get to know people by text. You're going to have to take me out on a date.
That's right.
That's not going to work. If you can't deal with that, I can't be bothered with you. I'm
That's
not
right.
going to sit on the phone texting you all day. I'm too old for that.
That's
You're
right.
going to have to treat me like the queen that I am
Preach
and what I
it.
deserve.
That's right.
So any man that tells you, oh, you're dating all this, oh, you no good, or you try for that's a red flag. Kick him to the curb. He ain't no good.
Peace.
Because dating is dating.
That's right. So we're gonna have ladies, our Love and Live. We're gonna have a ladies' night. I think it's gonna be Friday. Is it Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, she says for sure. Look out for us on Friday or Saturday because we don't know. But anyway.
It's gonna be Saturday.
Okay, so love and live each day as if it were your last. Be blessed. See you later. Peace. Have a great day.